Most people measure intelligence by grades, job titles, or how well someone speaks in a room full of people. But psychology tells a different story. The truest signs of a rare mind don't show up in public. They show up in the quiet moments, when no one is watching, when there's no applause, and when there's nothing to prove. If you recognize these 5 signs in yourself, your intelligence may be rarer than you ever realized. 1. You see problems inside the solution. Most people feel relief when a problem is solved. You feel curiosity. While others move on, your mind automatically starts asking, but why did that work? Could it fail under different conditions? Is there a better way? Psychology calls this second-order thinking, the ability to look beyond the obvious outcome and examine what's underneath it. It's a cognitive pattern linked to rare analytical intelligence. You're not being difficult. Your brain simply refuses to accept the surface level. 2. You feel uncomfortable with oversimplified answers. When someone explains something in a way that feels too clean, something inside you resists it. You instinctively know that complex problems rarely have simple answers. And when people around you nod and accept an explanation, you're still quietly thinking, that doesn't fully add up. Psychology connects this to a trait called need for cognition, a natural drive to think deeply rather than settle for convenience. People with this trait are uncomfortable with intellectual shortcuts, not because they're stubborn, but because their mind is wired to seek truth over comfort. 3. You understand things you can't fully explain yet. You've had this experience. You know something is wrong or right before you can put it into words. A decision feels off. Pattern feels familiar. An idea feels connected to something else, but you can't explain how yet. Psychology links this to intuitive intelligence, where the brain processes large amounts of information below the level of conscious thought and delivers a conclusion before the logic catches up. It's not guessing. It's your mind working faster than your words can follow. You get mentally exhausted by shallow conversation. Small talk doesn't just bore you. It quietly drains you. You can do it. You're polite. But conversations that stay on the surface, whether gossip, generic complaints, leave you feeling empty rather than connected. What energizes you is depth. Ideas, meaning, real questions with no easy answers. Psychology shows that highly intelligent individuals are neurologically more stimulated by complex, abstract thinking than by social performance. You're not antisocial. You're simply wired for conversations that actually go somewhere. 5. You often question things everyone else has already accepted. There are beliefs, systems, and common-sense rules that most people never think to challenge. You challenge them not to be rebellious, but because your mind genuinely wants to know why something is the way it is. Psychology calls this epistemic curiosity, a hunger to examine the foundations of what we think we know. It's one of the strongest predictors of original thinking and creative intelligence. The world moves forward because rare minds refuse to accept. That's just how it is. Here's what psychology makes clear. Rare intelligence doesn't always look impressive from the outside. It often looks like overthinking, restlessness, or asking too many questions. But underneath all of that is a mind that never fully switches off. A mind that digs when others stop. That questions when others accept. That searches for meaning even when no one else sees the point.